Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I really wanted to start a project vlog on a project that I have been so excited to start for a little bit now. If you're unaware of what project I'm talking about, I will put the video here in the cards, talking about all of the yarns that I bought for it and the idea of it. But basically, it is this cardigan, this raglan cardigan, and this was done by a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Sarah's Silly Hands, and this cardigan, once I saw her video on it, which of course will be linked in the description box down below, I fell in love, and it is gorgeous. The color palette that she picked, I mean, she has such an eye for colors. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and once I saw the video, I knew I had to have this cardigan in my wardrobe. I believe I started this cardigan maybe Friday or Saturday. I'll put the day that I started here on the screen, but this is a couple of days of work. But basically, here is the beginning of the cardigan, and it's so gorgeous. I love it so much. I actually just last night split the yoke into the body and the sleeves, and it's so gorgeous. I of course will put a close-up of me trying on the yoke, but basically this is the color palette that we're working with. So I decided my ribbing, or my main body color, is going to be this kind of like chocolatey espresso brown, and this like baby pink, and this cream stripe here is the same yarn. I didn't yarn change for it, it's just a self-striping yarn. And then we've got a hot pink, this kind of like green apple, we have this cream color, and then this color here is also just one yarn. It's self-striping like this, but basically it's this magenta and like dark purple kind of color. And then I'm going to color repeat. So that's the color palette, okay? But for this cardigan, I am going to do the same colorway throughout, but the stripe thickness is going to vary. So like here for this kind of magenta dark purple, I did a really thin stripe. So like next I'll do a really thick stripe. And then same thing for the hot pink and this green, I did a really thick stripe. So I'll probably do a really thin stripe. And I think that is going to be really cool, but the like chocolate espresso color is going to be the same thickness, just to have some sort of like consistency, I guess, with all the crazy colors and the crazy thickness and the stripes and things like that. I believe I did 10 rows of stockinette for the brown color, so that's what I'm going to do the next time we get to brown. But so far, I'm so happy with how this cardigan is turning out. It's beautiful. And honestly, I have this bridal shower that I have to go to in March, I believe. And the clothing attire or dress code, whatever you want to call it, is spring chic. And I'm not entirely sure what that means, but this is probably that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll wear this for that. I'm not entirely sure, but it's so gorgeous. I know for a fact I'm going to do a button band, so I'm going to do it in this chocolate, and I'm thinking like button wise, I know this is definitely down the road with this project, but I think button wise probably like a turtle shell or tortoise shell button, whatever. I'll put up on screen whatever it's called. She did, I believe, like an opalescent kind of button, and I think that that would be really gorgeous too, but I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I think maybe the tortoise shell, though, for me, just personally, I think would be really gorgeous. But nevertheless, that's what this video is going to be. It's just kind of a little project vlog on this cardigan. It's Monday for me, which is normally reset day for myself and the house. So I have a lot of cleaning to do, a lot of dishes, laundry, sweeping, mopping, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be responsible and go and do my chores first, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of this cardigan. I finally finished said chores, and my dogs kept wanting to play with their scrappy little toy, but it's their most favorite toy that they have, so sorry for the look of it, but they have other toys, I promise. They just really love this one. But I'm sat down with a chai latte, and my dog joins me. But I had to take a little break from knitting. I was making some bread for dinner, and I also got myself a snack. Apples and brie is like my favorite snack. If you've never had it, you totally should. But apples are also my dog's favorite snack, so I had to give him a little piece. He's just chewing on the core. No seeds though, they can't have the seeds. But and my little dog, she does not like apples, but she's just interested in what he's having. But she got a treat after this, don't worry, she wasn't left out. But I'm just whipping up the bread so that it has time to proof for dinner. So that's what I'm doing. If you guys want to see more bread content, let me know. I really just enjoy making my own bread. Fresh bread is the best. But I'm also shaping the loaf. You know, you got to shape it to get it to proof. And while it's going through its first round of proofing, I was able to knit a little bit more. I started watching Apple Cider Vinegar on Hulu, I believe. If you've never seen that, it's a very interesting watch, but I did get a little bit more knitting in before I then had to get the loaf in the loaf pan. This is me oiling it up, but it's basically this like garlic rosemary layered pull apart bread. It's my absolute favorite. It's so good. This is how it looks before its next round and final round of proofing. And here's how the bread looked with our dinner. We had Alfredo tortellini, my absolute favorite combo. Pasta and bread, I'll never be able to give it up. It's a lot of carbs, but totally worth it. And the bread looked so good, and my dogs thought so too. They were there, of course, always, forever by my side. Hello everyone, it is the next day. It is Tuesday, and I typically have crochet club on Tuesdays, but unfortunately the other two people had to cancel today. But I decided that I still want to go to a coffee shop and knit some, so that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to show you guys the progress that I made on the cardigan. It's looking so good. So here is what I worked on yesterday. So this baby pink, this bright, this hot pink, and this green. I think I want to do the green for maybe one or two more rows. This is 5 rows, so maybe one more, because then I still have the cream, and then I have this kind of magenta purple, which I know I want to be a bigger section, and then the ribbing. So it's looking pretty good. I really like it. I'll show you guys the back here. Okay, so here is the back. Like I said, same colorway, so looking pretty good. I'm very happy with it for sure. So I am just going to go to a coffee shop. This one is brand new, I think, and I'm really excited. It's about a 30-minute drive from my house, just because I live kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I really want to go there. I think they have pastries and things like that, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure it's a like small business type coffee shop. Like they only have the one location, so very excited to go there. And I'll take you guys with me. So let's go. So from the coffee shop, I ended up getting a apple turnover and a chai latte. Since it was my first time, the owner was nice enough to give me the apple turnover for free, which I thought was really cool. It was super good. Really good actually. And this place was beautiful. I definitely love it so much. It's going to be my new favorite coffee shop for sure. But here I am trying out continental style knitting. It is like so weird to hold the yarn in my left hand, which is so weird honestly, because when I crochet, of course, I hold the yarn in my left hand, but I guess it's because I learned how to knit English style, so I'm just used to holding the yarn in my right hand. But that's also what kind of took me a little bit of time on this cardigan, is me alternating between continental and English style knitting. Definitely still faster English, but I want to get better at continental style knitting for sure. Okay, I just got back from the coffee shop and I got another chai latte to go. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Um, Iced chai latte with coconut milk. But I made some progress on my cardigan here. Okay, so here is the progress made. I literally only brought so much of this cream color with me, and it ended up being enough for 5 rows. So you know what? That's perfect for me. So now I'm working on this like mixed berry color, which is so beautiful. It's like purple right now, but then it's going to go to this magenta. I think I'm going to do it for maybe 10 rows, and then I'll be on the ribbing for the brown. So really, like, I only did one stripe of the brown on this cardigan, at least for the body. But you know what? I think it's pretty good because, all of the ribbing, like going down the whole body, is going to be brown. So I think it's good with the one stripe. I really like it. And then, it'll be on the sleeves and things like that. But I do have more of this cream color. I just didn't bring it with me. But yeah, it's looking so, so good. I love it so much. I love the colors. Really happy with how it's coming out so far. And yeah, like I said, I just have this mixed berry color to go and then the brown. So honestly, I'm hoping that I can finish the body tonight. Um, I'm not entirely sure if I will because my husband and I have to go to the phone company. We're switching carriers, and that always takes so, so long. Um, and then we're gonna go out to dinner and things like that while we're already out. So I'm not sure how much I'll really be able to get done, but I would like to finish the body today. It is, of course, only 2:30 though, so I think I have time. I am also trying to teach myself how to purl and knit continental, and I definitely feel like as of right now, like I'm a little slow with the purling. I hold the yarn on my thumb and then I like wrap it around the needle like that. But I feel like I'm still a little slow with the purling, but I speed with the continental style knit. So, I do feel like it is a touch faster than my regular knitting speed. Purling, I'm still like a little slow, but I'm normally slow purling anyways, English style. So if you're curious, like what continental and English style knitting is, English style is where you hold the yarn in your right hand, and continental is where you hold the yarn in your left hand. And typically, continental style is supposed to be easier for people who crochet or crocheted first. So that way, like, you're more comfortable holding the yarn in that hand, basically. And I started crocheting before I learned how to knit. And so, like, holding the yarn on my index finger does feel comfortable. And the way you move your knitting needle is kind of reminiscent of how you move a crochet hook and things like that. So I do feel it is like pretty comfortable, but with the purling, it's kind of hard to learn. There's so many different ways to purl and so many different ways to purl continental. But I did see someone using their thumb to like wrap the yarn around the needle. So that's what I've been doing. And honestly, like it's not bad. I just definitely feel like I'm going a touch slower, maybe. I don't know. I should do like a side by side. I should do a little experiment and like time myself and see what the difference is between purling how I first learned and purling like this. But as of right now, I am on this mixed berry color. This is like the second row for this color, and I think I want to do it like 10 or 11 rows and then check my length, and then I'll do the brown ribbing. And then honestly, like the body should be good enough for me to move on to the arms. I could do the front button band before moving on to the arms, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I might do like one arm and then the button band and then another arm and then go back to the button band because you have to do like the left and right side of the button band. So I might jump around a little bit like that. I really, really enjoy this kind of berry color. I think it's so pretty. I don't know if you guys can really see it. Um, it is gorgeous. It really does just look like they dyed the yarn with like blackberries or something. Like it's very spotted and the colors are just very reminiscent of blackberries to me for some reason. But I really, really love it. It's gorgeous. And it, like the purple is a complementary color of green and it also goes well with pink. So really, Sarah Sillihan, she popped off with the color combo for sure. Some people just have an eye for colors and color palettes and things like that. And I am not one of those people. I definitely would not have thought to put these colors together, even though it definitely looks like it definitely all goes together. I actually showed my sister what I was working on last night, and she said it was very like limited to style clothes or like style colors and things like that. And I totally see that for sure. For sure. We grew up wearing limited to, and it was crazy because like I think when it changed to Justice, I was like in middle school or something like that. So really grew up with me. But I think it still is Justice now. Or is it even still around? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I am just going to sit here and do these rows. Like I said, I think I want to do it for 10 or 11 rows. and then I'll check my length. But right now we're just on row 2, so I still have a little bit of ways to go. And here I am showing you how I continental style knit. I definitely feel like it's super quick and definitely reminiscent of crochet, but here are my little dogs again, forever and always by my side. But here they are also lying in their little dog bed, but it is pretty big, I'll admit. They typically lie in it together. You can see their little sibling love going on. They definitely have their moments for sure. But here's my little girl. She's lying in the bed, wondering why her big brother is not laying with her. So sleepy, so lazy. Okay, it is the next day. It's currently Wednesday. The phone company was a complete bust yesterday. Basically, we're swapping from one phone provider to another phone provider, and the first provider would not give us our phone numbers. We sat there for no joke, like 2.5, 3 hours to get our number and couldn't even do that. So we have to go back another day, but we have to wait for the first company to send us a code to give to the second company so we can get our phone numbers. And it's a lot. It's annoying and it's a lot, especially because we've had these phone numbers for years, like even before we were with this other provider. So we like brought them the phone numbers and now they won't give them back. But anyways, I was able to finish the body yesterday. And I cast off the ribbing. I wanted to do a different kind of ribbing, but the thing is like while we were doing it, I had to have my phone off, so I couldn't look up the new bind off technique that I wanted to try, which is fine. I'll just try it another time, but I just did traditional bind off. But we've got the body finished. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. I love that I did a thicker stripe of this mixed berry color. And I did start, oh, this one. I did start on one of the sleeves. Not very much though, just like 6 rows, I think. But progress. We made progress. I'll do a quick try on for you. So here is the body. The body is a good length. I know it'll kind of stretch out a little bit when I block it, which is good. I think it'll sit at a good place. I do need to remember to grab more cream of this color from my stash, but I'll show you the back. This is how the back looks. I have to kind of squat down. I picked the worst position. But that's how the cardigan is looking so far. I really, really love it. I really love it, really enjoy this cardigan, and I can't wait to finish it. It is definitely a thicker kind of cardigan because of the yarn that I chose. So it's definitely gonna be warm, that's for sure. The other cardigan that I knitted using this pattern is very lightweight because of the yarn that I used, but this yarn that I chose this time is very, very thick. So I also have all of my ends kind of maybe woven in as I went. So, then I just have to trim the tails and things like that. But that'll be finishing, the cardigan when we're done with it. But yeah, I started this sleeve. I would like to finish one sleeve today, maybe, fingers crossed. Because then all I have to do is finish the other sleeve, put the brown button band down here, and then sew the buttons on, which I still need to figure out what buttons I'm going to use. Like I said, I think I want to use like a tortoise shell, but Sarah's Silly Hands used opalescent buttons, and those are really pretty too, especially because we're going to have a lot of brown going on. But then since the button band's going to be brown, I feel like then the buttons should be brown. I don't know. Since I had such a annoying day yesterday, aside from the coffee shop that I went to, I would really like to go back to the coffee shop. And they have crepes, which I didn't even know until I got there. And by that time, I had already ordered a pastry, which was the apple turnover, which was delicious. And so was the chai latte. So this time when I go, I want to get some crepes. So it is about 12 o'clock noon. So I'm going to go there and get myself a crepe and do some more knitting. So let's go. At the coffee shop, I got a strawberry and cream cheese crepe, and it was so delicious. Definitely the best crepe I've ever had. And I also decided to try a London fog. I've never had one of those before, but the barista said that it was really good, and it indeed was. I'm definitely a chai latte girly for life, though, so I don't know if I'll veer off again, but again, the London fog was so good, and so was the crepe. Definitely worth coming back for. Hello everyone, it is the next day, it is Thursday, and I have a report on the cardigan that I'm not done, and I did not finish the sleeve like I thought I would yesterday, only because I was playing games with my friends, playing Fortnite, if you know, you know. And I just wanted to take a little break. I've been really working on this thing like all week, and I'm close to the finish line, so I figured one night wouldn't hurt. But unfortunately, that does mean that I have to turn this project vlog into a two-parter, so I'm so sorry for that. I hope you guys understand. It's hard to crank out a cardigan in a week, so but I'm going to show you what it looks like on. But this is what it's looking like so far, and again, I love the colors of this cardigan. I do wish, like looking at the sleeve, I just started with the brown, but I do wish I had started a row with the mixed berry. It would have kind of connected right here, you know? But it's fine. It's in the armpit, so you won't really see that. Okay, and here is the cardigan on. I really, really love this cardigan. It will be a little bit longer, of course, once I block it, but I think it will sit like at the perfect length. And then here's the sleeve that I started on, the right sleeve here. And, you know, got a little bit of progress, a little bit. You know, I did the brown, I did the kind of mixed pink, and then I finished the hot pink, and I did my first increase on the sleeve. I have to do 8 total. I might even do 9 total. I'm not completely sure yet, but I'll show you the back too. And then here is the back of the cardigan, which again, I love this cardigan so far. It's beautiful. I love the color combo so much, and I like the variety in the thickness of stripes. I think it really like makes every individual color shine in certain areas, you know? And honestly, I wouldn't change anything about this cardigan, surprisingly. The only thing, like I said, the sleeve, I would have started with the mixed berry, but you can't even tell when it's on because it's in the armpit area. So, other than that, I love this cardigan and I cannot wait to finish it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And so that is going to do it for part 1 of this project vlog for this cardigan. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making this so far, and I cannot wait to finish it. Once I finish this sleeve, I'm going to start on the button band, and then I'll do the other sleeve and then do the other side of the button band. So I'm not like, you know, with my other cardigan that I knitted, I did both sleeves and I have yet to do the button band because I'm like, oh, I'll just wear it. But if I do part of the button band and then do the other sleeve, I'm forced to do the other side of the button band, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for part 2 of this project vlog. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already. I have started a new series on my channel called Knitting 101 where I teach you how to knit every single step of knitting and tips and tricks and things like that. So if that interests you at all, that series comes out every Monday, and I put out 2 videos a week, Mondays and Fridays. But with that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.